Today's podcast is brought to you by StrongHeartAcademy.com, where no heart is no victory. We are also brought to you by BJJ To Go. If you want to build your game and learn jiu-jitsu, go to bjjtogo.com. Third thing we're brought to you by is Rat Bat. You got rats? Want to kill bats? Kill them with a rat bat. Fourth thing we're brought to you by is hot dog flavored water ingredients. If you want to add it to your smoothie, hot dog flavor ingredient.
Okay, so I just want to do a short one today. We just got back from the tournament this weekend, I guess a couple of days ago, and we did really well. It was one of the best run tournaments I think I've ever been to. And I think I may boycott all tournaments that don't give me a chair to sit down to coach. It's nonsense that IBJJF doesn't do that, and hopefully Gustavo will start doing that too. They're like the only ones that don't do it. So all these modern tournaments are like wrestling. Literally any sport, coaches get to be near the athletes to coach them, not behind the barrier with the fans. That's just crazy. That's and spectators. That's doesn't make any sense. So hopefully they'll take note and they'll do something about that. But I thought it was really well run tournament. The rules are a little different, but I actually liked them. They had double elimination, so you got to fight for third. So you get more matches. You're spending like $100 for a tournament fee. So your minimum will get, even if you lose 2 matches in a row, that's experience that you're going to get. And I think that's important for athletes is the experience of it. It's, wins and losses and all that kind of stuff is everyone wants to win, but the experience is what's important. That's that journey part. So, if you want an out, you're cutting out the experience. You're cutting out someone's experience, ability to get something out of it. And it turns people off from competing again because, man, I paid $100 and gone. Like there's strippers that are cheaper than that. You know what I mean? Like. I don't know I haven't been to one of those in forever, but like it's like $20 for a song or something, in a 3-minute song. Well, the match could end in 30 seconds. It costs you $100. And I just think double elimination's where it's at. And wrestling's done that for years. It's another thing that wrestling has over jiu-jitsu that jiu-jitsu just hasn't caught up yet. And I get it, like because the matches some of them are longer, it makes it difficult to get through that many matches. But this tournament had like 20 mats. They were doing it right. I mean, they were moving quick, and they had no tolerance for stalling, which I liked. Some of people got called for stalling a little fast, but still, I like the fact that they're pushing that no stalling, getting it moving. No advantages. You got to win by points or submission. If it's the last person to score, if it's tied, wins. So, like, it's always pushing you to try to score, pushing you to try to get those last points. I think that's good. It's and if you get up points first, you're not safe because, like, if they tie you up, they're going to win the match. So, I like this. I like that scoring system. I think it's a good. I think it's a good way of doing it. They had this thing where 4 points for scoring for takedowns if they're like above your hips. That's cool too because it encourages less guard pulling, but it doesn't take away guard pulling too. So that's still an option, but like it encourages if you want to get after it, you want to throw a big throw, judo or wrestling throw that you're going to be awarded for that, and there's less. It's not as dangerous, like if it doesn't work out. But I really liked it, and I don't push my students to compete like a lot of schools. There's these schools that literally you're not going to get another belt unless you compete. I would say that I think everyone should compete at least once. It's important to get out there and get the feeling and understanding of what it is and what it's about. But I understand that jiu-jitsu classes by themselves are difficult enough to make it in a busy life, as an adult to to show up and just to get to class is can be nerve-wracking for some people. The anxiety of a tournament is a whole nother level, even for people that are experienced, that compete all the time. Like, you know, it could be. I mean, I know a guy that won for like 5 years straight, and he would puke every time before he went out there. He would go in the bathroom, and the nerves were so strong. And I'm like, man, he won the Pan Ams 3 times in a row, blue belt, purple belt, brown belt, and then, but it's just the nerves, man. And some people like that. They like that jitters. They enjoy the excitement of it. Other people are like, absolutely not. I hate it. I mean, and the funny thing is, like, once you go out there and you shake hands or once you make contact, all that goes away, at least for me. I don't feel nothing. But it's the lead up, and I'm not patient, so I don't like waiting. I've almost built my whole life to not wait. I don't do traffic. I don't stand in lines. I don't like do that kind of stuff. So when you're in a tournament for like 12 hours, it's rough. It's rough. So, I encourage people to try one, and it will make your jiu-jitsu better. Now, it could make your jiu-jitsu streamlined a little bit, so that you might have, there's guys that just do one thing, like Mikey Mosesepi. He's a berimbolo. He's going to berimbolo, or footlock, and that's fine. He knows other stuff. It's not like he doesn't know pretty much anything you can think of in jiu-jitsu he's going to be able to do, but he streamlined his jiu-jitsu to win. And so, at the lower levels, it could be slow you down from expanding your ability to do other things. And but I still think the preparation to know, okay, what do I got from guard? What do I have from side control? What do I have from mount? How good are my escapes? And a competition will definitely expose you for the things that you are lacking and need to work on. It's one of the quickest ways to get better faster, is to try to push to compete and do better and get it. And if you want to win, you got to be putting in the time to train. And I tell all my guys, like, you need to train every day that we're available. And twice a day. Kyle's school, they want you training twice a day, 6 days a week. Kyle, I believe, goes 7 days a week. But that's why he's a 12-time world champion. The time put in, it's a huge difference. It's a huge difference. Reps. It's just reps, getting those reps in, and rolling when you're tired, because there's going to be a match where you're going to be tired and you don't have anything else, and all that's left is skill. And so when you're training like that, you're used to it. Like, it's almost like the tournaments aren't as bad as the actual training when you train with those guys. So anyway, those are some simple thoughts. I wanted to make it a real quick one today about tournaments. I may try to be doing, might do Masters Worlds this year. I'm thinking about it. I gotta cut about 10 pounds. I'm a little bit heavy right now. And that's about it. So, peace.
Let me talk for just a second, help me feel that sense of rhythm. Find the meanings in our bearings and discover this position as a stage along the way. Another rung to the ladder, either stalling or you're climbing, and I'd rather be the latter. Instead of getting fatter, let the footsteps resume naturally.